Hey friends, Mike and Jess here.
Welcome to Regeneration Nation TV. Did you see how he was trying to trip me up, you guys? He's been doing this all day. How dare you?
I did that on purpose.
I was on a roll.
I didn't just stop randomly for no reason
Your
because
brain didn't just stop.
my brain just completely stopped. It didn't happen like that. I did that on purpose.
Anyway, today we're reacting to the Ricky Gervais show. We're on series 3. This is episode 6, The English. And you know I like saying that title because I am, as you guys now know, the Jess. If you didn't know, now you know.
I forgot about that. Yep. All right. Well, the Jess. We've got links down below and the chat. My bad. We got links down below where you can get your hands on this great show and you can catch up on all of our previous reactions to all of the other seasons.
Yep.
Go get your hands on that and let's get into it.
Yep. Do it.
The Jess.
For the past few years, Ricky Gervais, Stephen Merchant, and Karl Pilkington have been meeting regularly for a series of pointless conversations. This is one of them.
Testing. Is that all right? Hello and welcome to the Ricky Gervais show with me, Ricky Gervais, Stephen Merchant.
Hello.
And the little round-headed buffoon that is Karl Pilkington.
All right. The idea of Englishness and England, it's quite a vague term, isn't it? You can play loose and fast with it. I mean, for instance, I was looking at some quotes about England, and John Major, former Prime Minister, he typified England as being a place of long shadows on county cricket grounds, warm beer, invincible green suburbs, dog lovers, and old maids bicycling through the morning mist. Very specific vision of England.
But he never came to the estate that I was born on,
Sure.
or Karl was, you know what I mean?
So, what is your typical image of an Englishman? Now,
That's so funny that he started right there because I wasn't really sure, I guess, if I should even say this. It's not my place. But when I think of the term the English, it just seems very stereotypical.
Yeah.
Of like negative and positive. It's just you think of all of the most stereotypical things right off the bat when you hear that term. So it's funny that he went there too.
Yeah.
Draw it for an alien.
Yeah.
He'd be quite squat, quite sturdy, sort of no neck, hairy.
Are you just thinking of yourself?
Do you know what? it would be my build with Karl's head.
Really?
And no neck, yeah. I think he's sort of balding and unshaven, and he's like a shaved caveman. I think he's tough. He'd have tats. He'd eat like a dog.
It's the bulldog breed.
It is the bulldog breed. I am thinking of the bulldog breed. Yeah.
See, now my image of an Englishman is essentially that cliched one. It is, I think, Hugh Grant.
So you're modern. You're straight away modern now.
I would say it's either mixed between Hugh Grant and Roger Moore when he was James Bond.
You see, that's another small percentage of Englishness that sort of annoys me. Those people that think they're James Bond, they think they can buy a suit and read GQ, and they're suave and sophisticated, and they get cars they can't afford. All they do is work in a bank, come home, and flick through GQ at the adverts, looking at people with wearing watches and aftershave. Who wears aftershave?
Do you wear aftershave, Carl?
Normally, aftershave is the sort of thing I let other people buy me. It's like underpants, underpants, tea towels, and sort of aftershave and that. Other people.
Jess gets me aftershave every few months, and I'm like, okay, well, it's a new bottle. I'll use a little bit of it, and then I don't ever use it again. I'm like, I don't understand.
It protects you
She's like,
from ingrown
have you been
hairs.
using it? Have you been using it? I'm like, okay, I'll use it one more time to fend her off for a bit.
Buying me.
Who's buying you tea towels?
My mum.
Right, okay.
Every time she turns up, she's got Brilla pads and stuff. I've got loads of them. I keep saying to her, I don't need any of this, but she always brings a box full of stuff. Brilla pads, tea towels, underpants. The underpants size hasn't gone up since I was 14.
What a good mom.
That is
But
a great
I can rely on her for that.
So do you not have anything in your life which you would think of as being gentlemanly? Do you ever dress smartly? What about suits?
I bought one suit that time when you invited me to the BAFTAs. That's the only suit. I think I wore it for one other thing. I haven't wore it since. I don't feel comfortable. It's not me.
But don't you go to a wedding?
That'd be a lovely advert, wouldn't it? Him with a suit on going, I haven't wore it since. Karl Pilkington hasn't wore it since.
I don't go
must have
to
been to a
weddings.
wedding.
No, I don't like going to them.
I agree.
I mean, even though you know them, they don't give you any time when you're there, do they? It's just sort of, they don't know whether you're there or not. They're on cloud 9. They don't know who's around.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. You don't need
It's
to
all,
be there.
with them, on a wedding day, it's all me, isn't it?
Well, firstly, I'm annoyed about the wedding list. I don't know when that's come along because I don't know why I can't just bring maybe something I've made at home. No. Why has there got to be a list of stuff?
What newly married bride doesn't want a pair of homemade clogs?
Exactly.
Do you know what I mean?
But saying that, I think people very much appreciate you being at their wedding.
No,
They do. They remember if you were there.
No, they don't.
Yeah, they
They do.
definitely do.
Yeah.
You don't
I
get invited
remember
to anything.
every single person that was at my wedding. Okay.
Yep. And there's videos and pictures. Like, those
Yeah,
are memories.
that helps
Yeah.
that helps the memory. Okay,
Yeah.
I might have forgotten a few if the videos and pictures didn't exist, but still, I remembered.
You ain't got any mates.
No, I have. I've got to know enough people. Everyone's getting married. But they're always in the middle of nowhere.
That annoys me when people say, come to our wedding. Yeah, fine, we're in Greece.
Yeah.
Well, the thing that drives me insane when you do go is when they put you on a table with people you don't know.
Well, that's
I got
it.
all my mates there, and they put because I got to mingle with some people. I don't care. I need these.
But that's what I'm not good at. Talking to people once. Talking to
That is
people who you
weird
don't
that you
know.
do that.
No.
That also-
We are those people, by the way, that are like, hey, come to our wedding, middle of nowhere, Georgia. Literally, you've never heard of it. You'll never hear of it again.
But we
You
didn't have
probably
a-
will forget about it after you leave.
Destination wedding. It wasn't too horrible. Everybody was an hour and a half away, probably, that we knew.
The
Well,
only
with
thing
my
that
family.
that town is like known for is if you're a farmer, they hold like a convention there every year to sell lawnmowers, and that's literally it. That's you'll never hear about this town.
Don't know.
Well,
I
that's
got
it.
all my mates there, and they put because I got to mingle with some people. I don't care. I need these.
But that's what I'm not good at. Talking to people once. Talking to people who you don't know.
No.
that I
What
wanna-
sort of stuff would you make conversation about at a wedding?
I'd probably say, first of all, how do you know them? How do you know the people getting married? And then, do you think it'll last?
You think it'll last?
Where should we put him? Oh, I don't know. Is there a table for one? Oh, just
You'd be on the table with the kids.
imagine being stuck with Karl Pilkington at a wedding. Yeah, what else? So you've asked them, do you think it'll last? They've gone, I'm sorry? Who are you? Oh, Karl Pilkington from Manchester. Right, yes, we think it'll last. What else would you ask? So what's your next?
The last wedding I went to, it's going back a couple of years, but everyone seems a bit snidey. Do you know what I mean? Because you've got a mixture of families there, haven't you?
Yeah.
And none of them really like each other.
No.
And I got stuck with an old fella who had a flatulence problem.
Oh, it's fun.
And then he went on to say it doesn't matter, the suit's hired. And it's just kind of...
I'm gonna die. Right?
He's like, I know you've been hearing me pass gas. Just so you know, there's nothing to worry about. I rented it. It's like, just in case you were
There
wondering.
are very few things that I wouldn't rent, but definitely that would be one of them. I'm not going to rent clothing. That just seems weird to me.
I rented my suit for the weddings that I was a part of.
But I'm saying personally for me. I'm not saying
shit,
I'm
I'm all
judging
about
you
it.
if you do it, but
I'm
I
all
don't.
about it. I'm not a suit guy, so I'm definitely renting
I'm just
it.
gonna buy
and
it.
I'll give it back.
outright.
And I'm farting in it a few times too.
I love it. He's basically saying that when it doesn't matter if I shit myself.
Right? What a weird thing to bring up. I love meeting. Like I'm so similar to him at times, but then like I don't know, the weddings, I was out there just dancing
Yeah, I love
away
weddings.
with my friend Brandon's dad. He was the one getting married.
Yeah.
And his dad is a hard ass dude.
Yeah.
Intimidating guy. We both got a few drinks in us and we're out there, kind of cutting it up, made eye contact, and it was like almost like a challenge.
It's a bromance
and then it was
for a
a
second.
dance off, dude. I don't even know the guy. I don't remember his name. Never seen him since. But I remember that dance off we had.
I bet you he does as well.
Maybe it's that thing that I don't appreciate what I've got. But to me, being English isn't anything that great.
Really?
Why not?
Because it's just what I've been dealt with.
If you could be any nationality, what would you be and why?
Probably be Italian.
Okay. Why?
Well, just
I like this version.
Yeah, I like the idea of it.
Out of anyone I've ever animated.
Probably be Italian.
They put him in like a
Why?
skeezy 70s
Well, just,
Italian.
Yeah, I like the idea of it. I like it. Italians are alright.
Where would you live? Rome?
I probably wouldn't want to be in the middle of Rome. It's too much hassle.
Have you been to Rome?
Yeah, it's nice to visit and stuff.
Yeah.
It's good. A lot of old stuff.
Why have you chosen Italy? I'm interested to know why of all the countries you've chosen Italy.
I was a late comer to pasta.
But it's one your own.
I like it now. It's like one of my favourite things I have.
I still have not come around.
Which there isn't really anything like that in England. That even though it's
Well, except pasta.
Pasta's
No,
almost
but it's-
exactly like it.
Yeah,
No, but
we
it's
got,
not-
we've got pasta, haven't
it's
we?
not ours though, is it? And we
No,
don't know
we've
how
got-
to eat it.
What do you mean we don't know how to eat it?
We do it all wrong.
You stick it up your arse again.
Look at me. I know how to fucking eat it.
No, but what I mean is, if you saw a proper Italian and they saw what we did to pasta, they would not be happy.
What are we doing wrong? Tell me what we're doing wrong
Well, I
with
don't
pasta.
know that, otherwise we wouldn't be doing it wrong.
how do you know we're doing it
how do you
wrong?
know
I've
they
just
don't?
heard we do it wrong. It's like how we have the coffee at all the wrong times. I ordered a cappuccino somewhere and the Italian fella said you shouldn't be having that now. It's a breakfast coffee.
Yeah, it is, yeah. Before 12 o'clock,
Yeah, but I was having it at like 11:15 at night.
Oh,
It looks
wow.
like I
Well,
was
that's
mental.
absurd. How are you going to get to sleep with a lovely cup of coffee?
Yeah, that's
Well,
a
I
good
don't
one.
sleep anyway.
You
yeah.
shouldn't drink coffee
Well, how the hell
anyway.
am I supposed to stay up and edit videos?
This
What
is
the
back
hell?
and forth. Some people live
That's my
different
favorite
lifestyles
time to
and they
drink some
need
espresso.
coffee
Yeah.
after 10 p.m.
Hey, don't judge me, okay? And I understand, too. That's probably why I don't like pasta because, first of all, we live in the U.S. Our food is shit. I know that. And I have yet to taste any pasta that does not taste like cardboard to me.
So
And it's just like, why am I going to put this in my body endlessly when I get a bad feeling about this shit. All right.
I was trying to I wanted to wait till the end of the video so I could talk about all the things that have been going through my brain because he's talking about what an Englishman is to you. And, from an outsider's perspective, we obviously have a lot of stereotypical things that we think of. But I think
so
of
far
somebody
it's been the thing they're landing on it though. There's
Yeah.
so many different stereotypes that you instantly go to, like as American, like James Bond instantly, like they're covering all my bases
Yeah.
so far that I instantly think
And
of.
then asking if you wanted to be a different nationality, what would you be? An Italian is really intriguing to me because if I think of an Italian person, I think of somebody that loves food, but not only loves food like you just pig out, you
Pasta.
actually enjoy it and you live life and I think of an Italian person in Italy, like if I met an Italian person there, I would just think of the happiest person. Somebody who tastes a bite of something and rainbows and butterflies come out and they're so excited and they're so passionate about what they're eating because
It's
it
like
tastes so
Ratatouille
good. And it's
yeah.
I think of amazing bread. I think of amazing pasta, but not like the stuff that we have here. It's fresh and
Maybe I would be a fan of pasta if I had some real authentic pasta from
Yeah.
Italy. But yeah, not
I
so
do
far.
want to try some authentic Italian food.
Not so far.
Breakfast coffee.
Yeah, it is, yeah. Before 12 o'clock,
Yeah, but I was having it at 11:15 at night.
Oh,
It looks
wow.
like I
Well,
was
that's
mental.
absurd. How are you going to get to sleep with a lovely cup of coffee?
Yeah, that's
Well,
a
I
good
don't
one.
sleep anyway.
You
yeah.
shouldn't drink coffee anyway at night. Full stop.
So hang on. So you love pasta, but you're not eating it right. So you'd like to be Italian in order to be able to eat pasta.
Just so you know, I do know that it's very wrong. I'll be quick to drink coffee that late. She bought this damn Ring camera, put it on me at night the other night. I was literally, I never stopped moving. I was like,
Literally, every
I should
30
probably
seconds.
stop drinking coffee so late because I don't think I even slept last night. It didn't look like it.
Nope.
You're going to get to sleep with a lovely cup of coffee.
Yeah, that's
Well,
a
I
good
don't
one.
sleep anyway.
You
yeah.
shouldn't drink coffee anyway at night. Full stop.
So hang on. So you love pasta, but you're not eating it right. So you'd like to be Italian in order to be able to eat pasta correctly, even though you enjoy the pasta you
What
eat.
do you feel being Italian is, and what's
It's just,
attracted
it's
to
just
being...
very sort of, it's a relaxed lifestyle. Whenever you go to Italy, everyone's sat outside a cafe. It doesn't matter what sort of person
Carl,
you are.
that's all you do now with your spare time is sit
Yes,
outside a cafe.
But they get more respect over there. For
Why?
it. It's like it's okay to do that. There's older people sat outside cafes who do nothing.
I
and it's
love the
just
fact that he
they're
wants to
probably
be
retired.
Italian so he can sit outside a cafe and get more respect than he does now sit outside a cafe.
love it.
No, but everyone's rushing about here. People have colder coffee. They have frappuccinos here because they haven't got time to have a hot coffee. It's like they've got a coffee with icing so I can neck it. Get it down my neck and get on with my day. Relax, enjoy your coffee. I don't understand the rush.
But the reason you enjoy Italy is because when you're there, you're on holiday. That's why you're able to chill out and
No,
relax.
no.
When you say it's old people sat in some little Sicilian village. Of course they got no money.
Here, I went to the Salvation Army, right?
Why?
Because It's nice.
What do you mean?
You can get toast and a cup of tea for £1.
I love it.
Oh, you little skinflint.
That's just that should be the going rate, Steve. I'm surprised I haven't seen you in there, to be honest. But the thing is,
Where is it?
now, just near Camden.
What is it? Is it like old people?
A lot of old people, mainly old people. And this is what I'm saying. These are people
Dude
who
has one
are old.
hell of a headset dent, man. He needs to lay off wearing the headset a little bit.
Scary.
It's looking almost as bad as mine.
Thing is,
Where is it?
now, just near Camden.
What is it? Is it like old people?
A lot of old people, mainly old people. And this is what I'm saying. These are people who are old and they sat in a cafe, but they don't get any respect. People are walking past and they don't want to go in. The way you reacted when I said I was in the Salvation Army, that's the reaction they get. Yet an old Italian person, they looked after better.
Well, it's certainly true they look after their older families, don't they?
Right,
do
and
respect
that's all
them.
I'm saying. Whereas, I mean, it's a lovely place, Salvation Army. Every old fella in there's got a tie on.
Yeah.
They make an effort.
Yeah.
So anyway, yeah, that's what I like about Italians and that. There's a lot of.
So you want to be
respect.
Italian because when you're old, you can sit outside a cafe and get more respect than you do here.
Yeah, look at the old people in this country. They never look happy, do they? Really. Most of the time, when you see them walking around, they go to pot. No one's keeping an eye on them.
Well, it's an important thing, isn't it? That my mum, this is when she was about 60, 65. There was a neighbour who was like, 85, 90. And my mum used to go around there every day. Do you want any shopping? Do it, right? But I remember calling her once and she's going back. I said, what are we doing? She went, I've been around so-and-so. So I went, all right. She went, she won't die, Rick. Like she's helping her, but she's thinking this is getting silly now. You were meant to go years ago here. I was like,
Well, that's the problem, you know. If you get pally with an old person,
Yeah.
then you could be stuck with them for years.
and having to
Because you're
do
taking
stuff, you
care
know,
of
that's what
them. Have you ever thought about that? Like, you're taking care of them. So the fact that you're taking care of them is keeping them around longer. They have somebody to talk to, somebody to do their grocery shopping, so they always have food. Like, you're keeping them alive longer.
Listen, you're right, but it's stressful too at the same time. Like,
Yeah.
you know, my mom lives with us, and when she first moved in, we were broke as hell, living very much paycheck to paycheck, and
Yeah.
I was worried. I'm like, man, you know, you're healthy right now, and it's I want you to live with us for a long time. It's looking like it's gonna be like that, and you start to think about the future. You get a little stressed out. It's like, how am I gonna pull this off?
Yeah.
You know, barely take care of myself right now.
For real.
So it's kind of stressful.
It is stressful, yeah.
meant to go years ago here. I was like,
Well, that's the problem, you know. If you get pally with an old person,
Yeah.
then you could be stuck with them for years.
and having to do stuff, you know, that's what you don't want to do, is it? You meet an old fella, and then you've got to start popping in his sort of piles or whatever when he can't do them himself. You know, what do you do if you're?
It depends how friendly you are, though. I mean, I'm just talking about someone you meet at the bus stop, as opposed to popping the piles back in. How does that happen?
The imagery is unneeded.
Just the ones on the estate I grew up on. As soon as he got to a certain age, there was Mrs. Knowles who went mental. One day she seemed fine, next day she was chucking cans in everyone's garden. You could just hear her coming,
Just hear her coming.
which was weird. Aren't you? Now you brought up weird people. There was a fella called Shorts, man.
She's like Devo coming down the street. What? No.
Hide your chain, hide your garden.
He's like, you could hear her coming, which was weird. He's like thinking to himself.
You could just hear her coming, which was weird. Aren't you? Now you brought up weird people. There was a fella called Shorts, man. Right?
It's so pedestrian. I love that.
Shortest man wore some shorts.
Now, what I like, yeah, he did, but they were really short. They were that sort where, you know, it's almost pointless having them on.
What do you mean?
They were just, you know, like
Hanging out.
shorts now for blokes. They go up to your knees, don't they? There's no chance. There's no accident happening there. There's
Go on.
nothing going to pop out.
No.
But Shorts, man, he liked it. He liked the fact that happened. And he used to walk with big strides to sort of help the chance along. So that he knew, with the big strides and the short shorts,
Yeah.
they were going to pop out.
Did you ever see it pop out?
Yeah.
Why would you
everyone
look at the
did.
shorts?
Just because it was like playing Buckaroo. It was like, when are they going to pop out?
But what?
It's just what happened.
So, right, but Shorts Man.
You know
So
Carl
here's-
likes to look at knobs, dude. You know he likes to check them out.
A little curiosity about him.
Exhibitionist. He liked basically what people to see his veg.
Yeah. And they were out more than they were in. I mean, they had a tan. Right? Now, the thing is, what we like in England, I think we like that. We like local characters.
The eccentric.
Yeah.
Eccentrics, that's very British. Eccentrics,
I'm glad I grew up round there with all them people because
So
they're
am I.
interesting.
You have an interesting character that you've known your whole life.
Who?
Middleburg Joey.
Oh my gosh.
You
yeah,
have
but
different things like that. I mean, nothing, but there's stories about him. Like, he is a character. Like,
everybody in this town of Middleburg has met Joey because he's.
and they always
I
have
don't know if
stories
he's
about him.
homeless.
Yeah.
I know he's special needs to a certain extent, but I mean, he has walked. Middleburg is not a small town. It's very country, rural, and it stretches. And I mean, he has walked every inch of that place. I don't fully know his backstory, but man, every single person in Middleburg has crossed that man's path and has a story about him.
Yeah, if you go to any random place in Middleburg and then just start talking about him, somebody will have a story about, oh, I saw him last week, or he was doing this. Like, everybody knows about
up at
him.
a random party. He'd just show up uninvited. I don't know how he found out about the party. He'd just show up
Everywhere and
so
nowhere
everywhere.
at the same time.
It's great. Yeah. Weird guy, but yeah, I mean, he was a character.
Yeah.
Do you think there's a big difference, Carl, between the Englishman of yesteryear who didn't complain? I mean, he just got on with things. He might have whinged about the weather and the like, but he just got on with things.
He carried an umbrella.
Yeah.
Didn't
Whereas
whinge about
nowadays,
anything.
people are getting their Prozac and their antidepressant pills, they're going into therapy.
Yeah, he kept out of stuff as well. Why are we getting involved now in everything? Thoughts on that, Carl?
It's news now, innit? Sometimes I think, don't tell me, don't want to know. Just get on with it. Whoever's job that is, get on with it.
Yeah.
Why am I being told about it? When I've got a problem in my job, no one else knows. No one helps me out and goes, well, I've got an opinion for him.
No.
This might help him. No one helps me. But I'm being bombarded by everyone else's hassle.
Bombarded. I like
They love talking, actually. That's what the English do. Talking, but they never finalise it. They love just being in a meeting room, talking, saying, yeah, we could do this, we could do that. I'm the only one in that room not getting paid. Everyone else is on a wage. I'm there looking at my watch, thinking, right, I've been here for an hour and nothing's been sorted. They're looking, thinking we can drag this out for another half hour, get us to lunch. That's what annoys me. They're all sat there just pushing bullshit around the room like dung beetles. Sick of it.
Dude, that's such a good line. All of them sat pushing shit around the room like dung beetles. Oh my goodness. Next time I walk into a room and people are just chatting a bunch of bullshit, I'm going to use that line.
He can't wait. He's fired
Or
up
all
now.
in here
He's
just
got
rolling
some
around
ammo.
a bunch of shit like a bunch of dung beetles. I'm like,
You gotta say bullshit. I feel like it's not effective
are.
if you don't say bullshit. Pushing
dung
around
beetles
a
will
bunch
roll
of
around
bullshit.
whatever shit. They don't discriminate.
And that's what the English do. And it's a shame, because I don't think we used to be like that. I wish everybody just sort of kept to themselves more. Like, you know, certain animals do. You just get on with it. It's like an old-fashioned way.
What animals?
Well, you got your way, buddy.
He
'cause
was on a roll with something, because I'm like, I agree with him to a point, because the documentary that we watched on the World War, like them coming together and the women doing something, the children are even involved doing something with whatever they could in order to support the war and make sure that everybody got what they needed. They rationed out stuff. Like, they came together as a whole. Like,
when it requires it, they
Yeah.
show that they can do that.
Yeah.
And you know, we all seem to be able to have that ability. Some more than others. You guys, I'm not trying to discredit what you guys did was incredible.
Yeah.
But what was I even trying to say right there? I lost my
I was
train
just
of
trying
thought.
to say that he said that they get into a room and they just talk about stuff and they don't complete anything. But that was a pretty good, like, completed plan of action, I think.
I was
So,
just talking about them like separating.
Yeah.
You know, getting behind closed doors. You know, everybody's done that.
Yeah.
Now he got what he wanted.
Hey, any animals keep themselves themselves.
Like
I've
what?
said loads of things.
What animals keep themselves?
Badgers.
Why do they keep themselves?
No, they just whenever you see them just sort of wandering about a roadside, they're on their own.
Right.
They're not sort of
What are they doing?
in pairs. I don't know. Most of the time they're dead. I've seen more dead badgers than alive ones. I've never seen a live badger.
I don't know what his point
So
was.
that's why they're one alone and two getting on with it. I love it. Most
I
of
love
the time.
that it started off as some kind of poetic analogy. I don't know what that was.
I just.
That's most of Carl's saying.
Oh God! I like this thing of the Englishman I knew growing up was you had to, when you hit a certain age, when you hit like manhood or puberty or whatever, 13, 14, 15, you had to start showing your mettle. You had to be tough. I remember, right, when I first started going to pubs, right, so I don't know, say 18, you walk into a toilet, the urinals, and the first thing everyone did was fart and gob.
Yeah.
That was it, right?
Yeah.
If you couldn't do that, then, you know, you get funny looks. You know, you go in the urinal and they'd look at you, oh, sorry. It was all about being a man, you know.
I think wearing glasses makes you slightly exempt from that. It's like you don't have to... People automatically dissociate. It's like if I was in prison, I wouldn't have to do that because I'd just be the professor. Do you know what I mean? Or brains. I wouldn't need to be part of it. I'm never a threat because I never look like I'm going to be a tough guy. So consequently, I live in this sort of parallel stratosphere where I haven't got a piss and gob.
Yeah.
I would immediately, if I came into prison and I saw somebody like Steven, I'd be like, he's got connections. Like, he's not going to kill me, but if I fuck with him, I'm going to die.
Yeah.
So I'm not going to mess with him. Like, I would immediately, like, yeah, he's smart. He's smart as hell, and he's probably connected himself pretty smartly in here. He's not dead, clearly, so something's going on.
Yeah.
I would be worried about him.
Has that got more popular?
Yes.
Has it?
Yeah.
There's a lot
What,
of people
gobbing?
doing it in the streets now.
Really?
It's
not
like
in,
avoiding-
Not in Hampstead.
It still is, you know. When I walk
The only
in,
person gobbing in Hampstead is me. Jane says, don't gob. People are looking.
well, it is. It's your trail that I'm seeing. It's like a load of sort of washed-up jellyfish in London. Just big blobs of it. I mean, I don't know how they're coughing this stuff up.
Spitting
I mean, it
is
shouldn't still be alive. Some of them have like
disgusting.
organs in it. It's just big lumps of stuff.
I mean, that list of idyllic, antiquated England of, you know, tea and cakes and cricket, I mean, is valid. But I think the things that sum up Englishness, I mean, talking of the weather, I think drinking, war, we love a ruck.
Yeah.
We're built on war. We're a warrior race.
We're pretty good at war.
Talking of the English sense of fair play and war, when the crossbow was invented, a lot of people wouldn't use it. They said it was unchristian. So our soldiers sort of resisted it. So Europeans got this thing that needed no skill, and it was shooting these bolts, and they could reload quick. And versus our bowmen. What do you think of that? What do you think of going, oh, it's cheating, we won't use it, but having a disadvantage? That's honour, isn't it?
But what's the problem here? What am I meant to be worrying about?
Well, you've got bow and arrows. They're amazing. They're heavy. Someone comes along and goes, don't worry about that. Here's a crossbow. Just pop it in, put it back. Deadly. Deadly, quick. Anyone can use it. So now you've got anyone with a crossbow killing people.
Women, children.
Anyone can use it. So the Europeans, they're going crazy. But we resisted it because we thought it was, you know, unchristian and cheating
I
to
could
kill
see that.
without skill. What do you think of that?
Oh,
I could see that,
Okay,
man.
I get the concept of why they rejected it. Okay,
You know,
I'm sitting here
technology
thinking like,
keeps replacing things, even back then, and people get pissed about it.
And
They're
they
like,
res- they
I don't.
resist
They
it
resist
sometimes,
change.
yeah.
You know, they don't want it to change. And this is one of those things that I've never even thought about.
to kill without
It takes a
skill.
lot of skill to shoot an arrow with an actual bow and arrow. Like
Yeah.
it's hard, man. And with this,
It turned the bow and arrow into a gun, basically, because it was more accurate, and then you
a
load it.
no
and it
skill
just-
weapon. As long
yeah.
as you can just pull it back, boom, you can get somebody else to pull this back for you. Actually, just get your dad
Yeah,
to,
exactly.
and then
You
go
just
and
pull
shoot
the
it.
trigger. That's crazy.
But where were the actual bows and that being made? Because that's the thing, isn't it? The company who's making them, they just want
Right.
to get out to a big market.
Brilliant.
That's what they do now with the iPod and everything. It's not about people wanting more music than ever before. That's not the case. It's about having the accessory. And if the bow and arrow was like sold as this, you know, light to carry for all the family,
For all of it.
That's how it would have happened. That's what it's all about.
You knew bow and arrow from Ronco.
But what do you
that would not
think
have
the
worked.
problem
Yeah, but
is?
you're not quite getting Ricky's point. His
That
point
would
is
not
the
have worked.
idea of there being sort of rules and fair play and etiquette in war. The
I don't
objective is
think
to
that's
kill
a
the enemy.
place. I don't think war and that is a place to start getting all uppity about someone cheating or having a better system.
Really? You think all fair in love and war, do you?
Yeah, definitely.
Right, but
It's just about
rules,
winning.
isn't it?
No, not in a war. There isn't rules.
What's extraordinary about the idea of English fair play is, famously the approach during the First World War, that we would sort of walk up out of the trenches onto no man's land and sort of politely march at a slow, steady pace across towards the
I
enemy.
know.
I mean, and then we were just being machine gunned down. I mean, it was absurd.
And that's the one they had a knockabout and stuff, didn't they? They took a game of football. And
In
that.
no man's land, yeah. Christmas Day.
But he took a football there.
Come on, you gotta either bring that or a frisbee, right? I mean, come on. And you guys know that I love frisbees, and I'm pro frisbee. Watching 28 years later last night, what did they find and get all excited about in the apocalypse? A freaking frisbee, dude. I'm telling you, whoever brought the football was smart. Okay.
Yep.
You could have brought a frisbee. It might have been a little better, easier to carry and get around. But
Right.
hey, you took the football, made history with it. It's fine.
Yeah.
You didn't have to bring the frisbee. I'll let it go now. We can move on.
In no man's land, yeah. Christmas Day.
But he took a football there. If I was on the front line, I would not be getting out the rule book. I can tell you that much. I'd be going mental.
Are you saying there should be some rules or no rules?
I mean, you've got to have some rules, otherwise it's just going to be like Grand Theft Auto, isn't it? I'm just going to go about battering everyone.
Yeah.
And you soon get bored of that.
Which rules would you repeal
the
that
reason.
already
Oh my
exist
God.
that you don't like?
Oh no. Some
It's a
people
shame you
won't.
can't tip as much as you used to be able to.
You mean in a restaurant?
No, just when you're getting rid of a mattress or something.
So fly tipping. You'd like to see more fly tipping.
What do you mean? This is something so personal. He's fed up. He had to take something.
No, it's just that they used to put stuff outside the house, and just like you had mattresses, you had sideboards, sewing machines. The thing is, it was a good way of recycling. Now they say recycle, but we're not recycling. It's just being put in a bin. I'm saying if you've got old furniture, you should be allowed to leave it outside your house without the council going, move that, it's dangerous, someone's going to trip over it. Well, if they trip over it, should have been looking where they're going.
Well, what if they're blind?
What?
What if they're blind? That's why you don't leave things out in the pavement, because blind people will fall over and smack their face in.
Yeah.
Is that it?
Because
I mean-
I'm leaving it. I'm not leaving it on the pavement.
What you just said you were. Where are you leaving it?
Sort of outside the house.
Where are you leaving it, Carl? You haven't established where you're leaving this yet. Because so far, a blind person's fallen over and broken his nose.
I've never
and
seen a
lost 2
blind
teeth.
person trip over anything.
You've never seen a blind person trip over anything?
Definitely not. They're better on the feet than some people because they're more cautious, aren't they?
So
Make it more fun for them, if anything.
why can't you just have this stuff collected by a second-hand shop or
Because they
send
won't.
it to
They
a
don't come,
charity?
Steve.
They will.
Honestly, they don't. I've called up people and they're saying, "Yeah, we'll be there in an hour." And I say, "Right, I'm going to put it out on the street. Then are you going to come and get it?" "Yeah, we'll be there." An hour passes by. They haven't been. Suddenly, the
blind people
council
all over
goes
the
past.
on the floor, bloodied noses.
Then the council said, I call them up, do you want to shift it? Well, we might, but don't know when. Well, it's outside the house now. Well, you can't leave it there. It's your responsibility. You'll have to stay with it. Suddenly, I'm wasting time sat outside my house with rubbish that someone else might want. But you're not allowed to leave there because a blind person might come along. What's the dog doing?
What's the dog doing?
What the dog doing?
That's what I'm saying. What the hell? This dude he invented everything.
He did. What's the dog doing?
If Karl was born just a few hundred years, he would have been responsible for the Industrial Revolution,
Oh
like
my
everything.
gosh. He just
The
would have come
man-
up with
I
it
mean,
naturally. It
He would have been ripped off.
No
All of his
effort.
ideas have been ripped off.
Yeah. So with this idea of putting stuff out and recycling, I do believe that should happen more, but I feel like people do that here a lot. Like we there's a lot of people that put stuff out in front of their house and people will take it. Like there's people that purposely drive out.
They will, but then also we live in Florida, so it rains a lot. So then there will be people who leave out a mattress or a couch.
And then it gets rained.
And then it gets rained on. And then it's there for a
Yeah.
month. And there is
It
no
was
council.
really bad where we
We live
moved,
in
but-
too big of a city, or I don't know, but there's no council
Yeah.
that's coming around calling you or
Yeah, checking on
anything
that.
like that. It just sits there
And
forever, man.
it really is unsightly. It's like having a bunch of trash like right outside, and it just looks so bad.
Yep.
So I wouldn't want that to happen constantly. I mean, I would like a system where somebody's definitely picking it up and like taking it. But yeah, I think it would
We
be
have
impossible to do that, especially if everybody's doing
Marketplace
it.
and the Craigslist free section, and you go on there on the free section, and usually people have like curb alert, and if you do
Get it
that,
taken.
usually it'll get picked up within
Yeah.
a few hours.
But you're not allowed to leave there because a blind person might come along. What's the dog doing?
Just get the second time.
What's the dog
What?
doing?
Do you make of St. George, the patron saint? What's your take on that?
Is he the one who killed the dragon?
Right. Tell us the story.
There was a dragon problem. Must have been in England.
Right.
George took it on. He took on the job. He was like a rent-a-kill.
To kill a dragon.
Came out. The interesting thing with him is, right, he was a hero then. I honestly think if he did that now, there'd be an uproar. Because it's the last dragon. It's the same way we try to save the panda and all that now. If he came out and said, I've done it, and they've done what? They've just killed the last dragon. They'd go mental. There'd be marches. Idiot, bloody
He's
idiot.
not wrong, actually, I think.
And that's what's interesting.
But it was going around burning people.
Doesn't matter. We shouldn't have killed the last one. It's the last one. And that's
No,
what we'd
but
be
they-
like. You say
they
you should have
think-
saved it. You should have captured it and put it in a cage so we can all look at it.
There's
and
no
stuff.
point. You couldn't have bred anyway. It was the last one.
Was it definitely the last one?
Well, you were saying it was the last one. I'm not bothered either way.
Hang on, what?
To me,
Sorry,
hang on. Whoa.
So you think that there were dragons?
What are we celebrating then?
Well, it could be a metaphor, a dragon slayer.
Bro said, are you sure it's the last one? That is a valid question.
Let me work this into
You've
my narrative
changed
real quick.
my mind here. Hold up. We need to make sure.
Well, you were saying it was the last one. I'm not bothered either way.
Hang on, what?
To me,
Sorry,
hang on. Whoa.
So you think that there were dragons?
Well, what are we celebrating then?
Well, it could be a metaphor, a dragon slayer. It could be a bad thing amongst us. It could be a foreign threat. It could be things that threaten. It could be anything. It's not to be taken literally, is
But
it?
the real legend of George was that he was a figure who stood up for Christianity.
Doesn't
Have you ever
get-
done anything brave?
There was a kid at school who used to have epileptic fits a lot, and the teacher used to always say, if it happens, grab his tongue. And I sort of had a go at that once. His tongue.
His tongue.
Yeah.
What do you have a tongue for? To pick stuff up? What do you mean a tongue?
His tongue in his mouth.
Oh, his tongue.
Oh, his tongue. Right, go on.
And they used to say, if he starts doing it, grab his tongue and that. And I sort of had a go at that once, and it wasn't nice.
Well, how did you grab it? Well, you grabbed his tongue, did you?
Well, I tried to. It's like grabbing a slug.
Yeah, you can't do that.
What was he opening his
mouth's
mouth
going
for
up
you?
and down. Like you think he's going to have me handy. So you sort of do that thing where you go.
So you were trying to grab hold of a kid's tongue, yeah? And
He's throwing himself all over the place. It was in a physics lesson. I sort of had a go, and then I thought this isn't happening. So I just sort of kept putting my hand in, like I'm having a go. But in the head, I was going, I'm not going to get hold of it.
What you could have used is a pair of tongs.
Well, firstly, I don't see why this is
true.
brave. Kids
I
have an
don't-
epileptic fit and you're just supposed to help them out. I don't know why that's bravery, but even given that, the fact that you were
is the
thinking
thing.
more about yourself in that situation than this other kid. You were thinking, I'll make it look like I'm helping, but I'm not really. And yet this is kid having
Well,
an
I did
epileptic fit.
at the beginning,
Doesn't
I
that sum
tried.
you up, Carl? Selfish.
No, it doesn't. Because I didn't, no one else was having a go. At least I did try and grab it
You
at one
weren't doing
point.
anything. You were just making it look like you were.
Exactly.
Have you ever tried to grab a tongue?
You admitted that.
It's like chasing a chicken. It's murder. And after a while, it wears you out. And
I
it was
just
weird
don't
anyway.
understand
'cause
how he's even getting his hand in the mouth, man. Like, I would just go, That's all you got to do. Okay? Maybe he's holding his nose. Maybe he's holding his nose. He's like, okay, you're going to give me that tongue.
Yeah, but if he has no control, like he's having an epileptic seizure. If am I saying that right? I don't know if I am,
Yeah.
but he has no control over his
Yeah,
body.
you're right.
So what he has to do is keep him from choking on his tongue And that's what you have to do is you just have to put your hand in his mouth so he doesn't choke on his
Dude,
tongue
then
or
grab
bite it. But yeah, he's literally using the same scenario that they did in the last one where he was talking about his neighbor coming home drunk and he saved him and he was a hero that way.
Yeah.
It's literally the same thing. You're doing something so it's not a hero.
Where know after hours of chasing this kid's tongue?
I love the idea of you ever tried grabbing a tongue. It's a valid question.
I love that he's annoyed. He's annoyed that this poor kid's
What was your technique? Were you trying to grab it?
It's not that
Just with your
dire.
thumb and your what's it
If
finger,
he's,
like
it's
like-
not that dire if he's pretending to grab it. Like, I don't know, if somebody's convulsing like that, like, I'm gonna grab your
Yeah, the
fucking
teacher
tongue.
should be
and
more
you're gonna
involved
wake up
than
with a sore tongue because
another
I'm going to
student.
grab it not politely too. I'm gonna put my fingernails in your tongue and pull that thing. I mean,
stop it.
you're dying. I'm trying to save your life.
Right? I'd be more serious about it. But he's a kid. That's why the teacher is at
True.
fault for
That's-
that.
yeah,
he should
that's
not be
stupid. That's
holding
why I
another
guess I didn't- I
child
don't know.
responsible for that.
a pincher
Not
thing.
Carl's
Yeah.
But it was because his mouth's going down and
Was
all that.
he shouting or just?
No, just throwing himself around.
So that's your one attempt at bravery.
Well, hang on a minute. Let me just think. It's
Trying to
anything
grab a
else.
tongue.
There was a time you were chased by a bee and you scored a goal.
I forgot about that.
That isn't really bravery, is it? As you were running away from a bee, and the ball happened to hit your foot and go in. That is bravery. I love it when he goes up to the pearly gates and goes, "Well, have you done the act of courage?" I pretended to grab a tongue. A what? A tongue. A tongue. Yeah. Got chased by a bee, scored a goal. It doesn't count as brave at all.
Over.
That's not brave at all.
Case closed. That's not brave at all. You pretended to grab a tongue.
Oh my gosh, that was ridiculousness.
I just don't. That story didn't make sense to me, so I guess I don't know. Didn't understand what the hell he was talking about.
Heroic bravery.
Yeah.
You
like,
have a
why the
story
hell
of
would a
being a
teacher?
hero. You do have a story
What?
of being a hero.
What are you talking about?
You don't remember her name, but you carried a girl home when she had nobody there, and you didn't just leave her behind after she wrecked her bike.
Oh, I've done that.
And
a
she
few
was in
times.
pretty bad,
I've done that a few times.
and you
though.
carried her home like a hero. That's
Can
what
I
I
say?
envision you. I envision you with like your
If
shirt
I see
and your
somebody
hair
in
floating in the
trouble,
wind.
if I saw you in trouble, I'd come help. You know. Girl hit the freaking sidewalk, flew over her handlebars. You know, she was all bloody. Bike wasn't working. I had to carry her home.
Yep, you had to rescue her. So you're a hero.
Girl fell out the swing in the tree swing one time, hit the water so hard. Didn't look like she knew how to swim. I dove in after her,
Oh wow.
swam her
think
back
twice.
to shore.
Our neighbors, their house caught fire recently. Everybody is okay, thank the Lord. But he literally hopped the fence. As soon as he didn't even know that we had called 911 already, he just
That's
hopped
what
the fence
everybody should do
and
in that
ran
situation.
to
That's what I
them.
hope somebody else would do for me.
I don't even think he touched the fence. I think he literally just hopped
She
straight
plays
over
this
it.
shit up too much.
He dove.
Anyways, that was an enjoyable episode. This isn't about my heroic acts, okay? Although I did get on it a little bit. as well.
He's like, actually, I did.
Dude, I don't know. They're Englishmen. At one point, he's like describing his version as like the hairy, bald guy, hairy
Yeah.
version of Carl. It reminded me of an old UFC fighter. He wasn't hairy, but Ross Pearson. It was like a hairy version of Ross Pearson. It's just, I don't know. There's all these stereotypical Englishmen
Mhm.
like that you could go through all the different. Yeah, I don't know.
I
And they
think
went through like
my-
all of them in this episode. It seemed
It
like.
did, because I think my
The
idea
animators
of
had
an
too much
Englishman
fun.
or somebody from England has changed over the last year or so from us
Oh,
doing
100%.
UK content, because in my head, it's just very prim and proper, and they speak very well, and they look down at you, and they're condescending sometimes, and
Those ones must not watch our channel.
yeah, not at all, not at all. But like, that's what I think of. I just think of like fancy dress. You do everything correctly. You drink your tea like this. But everybody that has been in our Patreon, everybody that's been in our comment section, have been the loveliest, but not only that, you've been the realest. And I appreciate that because they say what's on their mind. You don't ever guess what they're thinking. And I love people like that. He's like that. And I am not like that. It's hard for me to get my feelings out because I'm scared of what people are going to think. But it makes me, yeah, like that's what I think of people.
That's probably why Jess likes you guys.
Yeah, I love you guys because of that. Yeah. It's just, you're not afraid to be yourselves and say what you think. Like that's a honorable trait in a person, I think. And I think the UK is full of people like that.
I think I've just come to know you guys as like a bunch of working class people, you know,
Yeah.
down to earth, real people. You live in the real world.
Mm-hmm.
You work real jobs. You can live. Yeah, I don't know. That's it.
That's what
You
I
live
like.
in the real world. You're
We
real
like-
people.
We like being real,
You tell
yo.
it how it is.
Yeah.
And I think me growing up, working a lot of construction jobs,
Dude, you did every job I can think of.
I think that's why I can relate to a lot of the British humor and
Yeah.
just, I don't know, the British people. So, which I know is different than English. Okay, I know we're conflating two things. We have a British audience. The episode is the English. I'm mixing two things up right there. My bad.
It's okay. It's what we Americans do.
It is. Yeah, let's not get on to the Americans episode.
Yeah, don't do that.
Hopefully there's not one.
That would be a
We'll
ridiculous
skip it if there
episode.
is.
That would probably make us cry, not gonna lie.
Right? All right, y'all. Well, thanks for watching with us, and we'll see you on the next one.
Bye, friends.
Peace.
I'm not scared of your love.